Hey folks, I want to talk to you today about solving linear equations, and we start off with just some examples here. I have x minus 3 equals 6. I need to solve this for x. To do that, I kind of run PEMDAS backwards. So I do the adding and subtracting part first, then I do some multiplying and dividing sometimes. But I need to get this x by itself, and how do I get rid of this plus 3? Well, I have to add that 3 so that it cancels on this side. But I can't just do it something to one side of my equation. I have to do it to both. Has to stay fair. So now that's x equals 9, right? 6 plus 3 gets me that 9. Now the one on the right, I have things all over the place, right? I have an x on the right, I have x's on the left. I'm going to try and get all of them to one side. I actually want to get it to the side that already has more of them. So since there's 2 on the left and 1 on the right, I'm going to subtract the x from the right side. If I have 2x and I'm subtracting an x, I end up with 1x. Or I could always just write this like x. I don't have to write that 1 there. And then that plus 5 is just going to come straight down. What's x minus x? No x's. And then this minus 9 is going to come down. Now I still have to get my x by itself, but fortunately there's only one of them hanging out now. But I have to then subtract this 5 over, because it's currently plus 5. I have to do the opposite of that. And whenever I do to one side, I have to do to the other. Negative 9 minus 5 more is negative 14. Awesome, let's check out some more examples. Ooh, a lot more stuff going on, right? But I can combine a little bit of this before I even get started. X and 4x, that's going to get me 5x's. Then my minus 8 is just going to come down. And then so is that 4x and that 15. Now I'm going to always take my x's to where there's more of them. So there's 5 x's on the right and only 4 of them on, 5 on the left and only 4 on the right. So I'm going to subtract those 4 x's away. And now I have just an x. I'm going to bring over my minus 8, bring down my 15. Now I'm going to add this 8 over because it's already a minus 8. So I want to do the opposite of that. So I'm going to add 8. So now x equals 23. Kind of a big number, but not too shabby, right? Now I'm up here on the top right. Let's do my other numbers first. So I have 3 x's on the left, 2 x's on the right. So I'm going to subtract my 1 over. So I have 3 x's equals 2 x's and minus 6. And I'm going to subtract 2x, subtract 2x. So now x equals a negative 6. Not too bad either. And off we go. Ooh, let's try Desmos. I'm going to do this a long way, then we're going to show you the shortcut. And you can actually do that with all of these problems on this whole video. So I'm going to move my 8x's over to the left. So I'm going to subtract 8x's. And 9x minus 8x gets me x. And then I have to get this negative 3.2. I got to move it over to the right side. So I'm going to have to add 3.2 to both sides. 6.8 and 3.2. You could use a calculator for that, or 8 and 2 is going to get me a 10. So I carry over my 1. So 1 plus 6 is 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. That's actually x equals 10. But let's go check out Desmos here. Right there. Wow, I got bright. Sorry about that. But I just, up in the top left, you can hopefully see, I just typed in my equation, right? That's a 9x minus 3.2 equals 6.8 plus 8x. That's exactly what we had in our equation. And it gave us this red line over here. And if I notice where I cross my x-axis, I can even click on that dot, and it's 10, 0. That's my answer. It's the 10, right? And that's kind of nice. Desmos can do great things for you like this. So just keep that in mind. And let's go back. But I do believe, yep, this is our last one, folks. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you learned something.